So guys, welcome into today's video. I hope everyone is well and living their best life in 2022 so far. I'm going to be doing an update in this video on Alpine 4. We're going to be going through really quickly in the first minute the letter that came out to shareholders last week from Kent Wilson, a few articles that have come out about Alpine 4, and also we're going to be diving quickly into the big ideas report from ARK Invest, which goes to show guys that battery technology is going to be moving over the next decade from $1.5 trillion to $32 trillion in market cap. That is what ARK Invest expects as a market return in the industry. And why is this important? It is important because just a few weeks ago I made this video on Alpine 4, and it was based on, of course, the acquisition with Electrojet, which is a company that Kent has now acquired through obviously one of their subsidiaries. And this is the words that Kent uses himself and the reason why this is so big.
Of billions of dollars,
Tens of billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars
that we're going to go after over the next 5 to 10 years.
So obviously Kent is saying that he is going to be acquiring Electrojet because he sees this company providing tens of billions of dollars in market cap over the next coming years. And he goes on to talk about how he is going to want to one day potentially incorporate this technology into some of the biggest EV makers in the US and also in China. And then of course, on his actual Twitter page, you can see that we have pictures with, of course, Electrojet CEO and Neo coming together here shaking hands. So again, this is really important guys because connections in the industry are everything, and it appears to me guys that Kent is doing a fantastic job at positioning this company over the long term with some tailwind growth, some future growth that is going to absolutely allow this share price to increase over time and will actually bring them to the market potential of the billions of dollars in market cap. And if we compare that on Yahoo Finance to where they are today, which again isn't very high, you can just see guys exactly where we are positioning ourselves for a 10x potential again over the coming decade. And battery technology guys is going to be one of the biggest industries. We don't know who is going to be the winners in this sector over the long term, so potentially investing in some kind of fund might be something. But if we can choose winners, and we know that Alpine are really pushing this idea of their technology right now out to some of the biggest companies, and that is what Kent wants to do, then again we could be, you know, setting ourselves up for an absolutely incredible decade with this company, because getting the shares guys, while it is at the lowest price it has been over the last year and a half, down at $1.47, is going to be a remarkable thing for your portfolio over the coming decade if this company is going to capitalize with this new acquisition into the tens of billions of dollars. Now if you don't know exactly again what this company does with Electrojet, then go and check out this video that I did upload obviously on YouTube, which was back on December 16th, because it goes really in depth and it goes to explain exactly what they do. But potentially guys, again, I will link this article through here as well, because RCA is the commercial unit that actually provide the leading battery technologies for Electrojet, and they have come up with a news article on here as well, and that is quite inspiring. It's very uplifting. It tells you how they are going to start to scale production up over the next 2 years, and again what their goals are, because this technology can actually allow batteries to charge anywhere between 2 and 20 times faster. And again, this is also for electrical vehicles, and it actually stores more energy as a component than current lithium batteries. So again, it is absolutely amazing technology, and I really understand and love where Kent is taking Alpine 4 as a company, and that is why I have continued to invest in this company, and I will still continue to hold my shares over the long term, despite the fact that the share price has been selling off. And you guys know, if you are a regular viewer of this channel, I have bought and sold at the highs and lows of this stock so many times. My average price on Alpine 4 right now is around the $2.50 mark, and I am planning to in fact average down again over these next few weeks, especially if we do see any more red in the markets. Right now we are in bearish territory because the 21-day moving average is in fact below the 200-day moving average, which is this big red thick line. So that goes to show me that we could always have selling pressure. When this actually crosses over, guys, that is when particularly you'll see that we are back in bullish momentum. And again, you can use this as an example because look what happened back here at the end of September. The 21-day crossed over that 200-day moving average and the stock price shot up from $2 all the way up to $6. And until we in fact cross back down, then again we came back down into bearish territory. So that is a technical indicator that I use in order to show whether we are in bearish or bullish momentum, and that is where I can get optimum entry on a lot of these stocks over the long term, and I don't get scarred by buying a stock at a high price and again going into FOMO and hype. And I want to help you guys as much as I can on this channel, which is why I have set up the Discord and the private Patreon for the price of a coffee. If you would like to join, then please feel free to check out. I will leave a link below. We have a fantastic community on there of people that are like-minded investors like you and me, and they seek everyday advice and of course mental support because the markets have been very, very volatile over this last 12 months. And it's really important to have that type of community, especially if you are investing in the stock market and you are someone potentially that is new. And even if you have a lot of experience, again, it can give you a lot of negative feelings if in fact you are investing and your stock is going down, which is why I want to cover on this letter, because of course Kent brought this out on the 13th of January, and it says, guys, that he is one of the largest investors in Alpine 4, again as a stakeholder, and again some of the other CEOs in the company are doing exactly what we are doing. They are not selling any of their shares, and in fact they are telling us to ignore exactly what is going on in the stock market, because the stock market doesn't always reflect the accomplishments that a company has. And as you guys know, they have accomplished so much over the last 12 months. In fact, we even uplisted to the NASDAQ, guys, which was a massive push for this company, and we have been growing every single month. This company are so up to date. Ken always comes out on live television. He's always doing reports on the stock. He's always doing reports on his acquisition. So you can find articles on almost anything about this company online. I really don't know many CEOs, guys, that are this transparent with their shares, with the stock, and of course what they are trying to do and achieve with the company long term. And this is why I want to be invested in a penny stock like this, because Alpine 4 is a penny stock. It does have the opportunity and the potential to potentially have a 10x multi-bag, play about it over the long term. And it's hard to find those stocks in the beginning, but if you are someone potentially that is 40 or less, then if you are holding this stock for 10 years, you could really do well with the tailwind growth that Kent is projecting with the company over the long term. So we have new news that will be coming out in February. Kent does actually go on to elaborate in this letter. And again, we also have the press conference in Miami, which again is going to be coming out soon. And again, there was also some more news and updates. So again, just stay positive, guys. They understand that the short-term pain is felt in the market, and we stay focused on our long-term goals. And he's saying this to all of the fellow shareholders out there, you and me alike, who are watching this video. But what I really want to show you also is, again, there was also some brand new news that had come out. If you do want to check this out, this is pretty awesome. It is on YouTube and you can watch it. It is a 2-hour clip, guys, but if you skim to the middle, Kent Wilson is actually live on an interview. And again, if you type in Kent Wilson live, it should come up again on one of the YouTube titles, and you will be able to watch this video. And he does go on to talk about that. That is something that I'm going to be spending some more time and deep diving into in another video, because I don't want to make this update too long for you guys today. But again, I just wanted to get that out, give you some reassurance that I haven't sold my shares. In fact, I'm accumulating more shares. If you would like to know how much of a percentage of my portfolio of Alpine 4 there is, then again, feel free to join the link below and I will let you know. Again, you can ask me anything about this stock. But right now, I do like the fact that we have sold off and we are now entering into this bearish and volatile market. So I haven't taken anything lightly, and I have been accumulating a bit more cash over the last kind of 2 months. So right now I'm sitting in a nice cash pile. So again, if I want to add up and load some shares here, then again, I certainly may do so, especially if I see any more volatility in this share price, because I know over the long term, guys, once the end of this year does play out, this market is going to rebound extremely well. And I don't have any feelings of doubt in my mind that the long-term projections of the stock market, especially now that we are at the low PE ratios of things. And of course, Cathie Wood goes on to explain in one of her latest articles about why we are in deep value territory. And if you are investing, again, in these companies, guys, for the long term, over the next 5 to 10 years, that are producing, you know, artificial intelligence, companies like Tesla, battery technology, again, Alpine 4 could potentially be in that. There's so many things, guys. Digital wallets, you guys know I love SoFi, and I absolutely love some of the other stocks out there, like Stone, and again, PayPal, and they are showing some deep value right now because they have sold off, and historically, compared to their PE ratios, they are down at some of the lowest points in history. For the long term, guys, we are going to do extremely well, but it is about keeping a positive mindset and staying focused on the long-term picture, despite the fact, like Kent Wilson says in his letter to the shareholders, the market is very irrational sometimes and it is extremely volatile. So again, it is worth not concentrating on that, but again, it's just short-term pain. And again, he's also someone just like us that is going through it because he's one of the largest shareholders of this stock. So I hope that you did enjoy this update today, guys. Go and check out my other videos on Alpine 4 if you haven't already. Go and check out the video that Kent Wilson has uploaded where he is in fact in a live interview, and he is going to talk about some of the technologies and the future growth of his company with Electrojet and some of the other subsidiaries and exactly what they are doing with drone technology. And again, if you would like any more information or updates, then feel free to join the link to the private Patreon. If I could please ask, if you did find any value, to give this video a like. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and also make sure that you are subscribed for future content like this. I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead as we move into the month of February, and I look forward to seeing you back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. My name is Jason. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.